Hi all. Sunday afternoon. Hope everyone's well. I'm on call this afternoon, so between now and 8:30 tomorrow morning, I'm just kind of waiting to see if the phone rings, see if I'm called into the hospital for ministry. So I've been kind of spending this afternoon having a mixture between doing some theology reading and having bursts of Skyrim. If you've never played Skyrim, it's a game that I've tried to play many times over many years and never quite got into. But recently, I think I've finally realised why it's so good. But one thing I always tend to skip out and is all the dialogue. I find there's lots of words, and it's probably just because I've not got the patience for it. But I tend to skip the dialogue. Just maybe I just want to get on to questing. But that whole thing of words is a really interesting thing. And I'm often struck in pastoral ministry, and perhaps especially at the hospital, how often I'm not sure what the right thing to say is. And then I realise actually the right thing is not to say anything at all. And I think sometimes as a people and as a world, we're so quick and so desiring to actually say something, to make people feel better, to be nice, that actually we don't like bearing another person's pain, and we sometimes think we have to say something because that's what's needed. I've been reading a book by David Lyle at the moment, who's a pastoral theologian, and he makes a really insightful point that the communication of Christian truth is relational and not propositional. And he suggests that we're so desperate to, hello Millie, that we're so desperate to kind of emulate the word incarnate, Jesus, that we feel the need to speak the word. Actually, the word incarnate is all about relationship, and entering into relationship is knowing when to not say anything and to allow someone to articulate their own pain, not feel quick to judge or quick to comment, but simply to be. Lyle goes on to say, the absence of words is sometimes even more important than speaking, the active listening which allows a painful story to be told. Now in Skyrim, I'm not bothered about the NPCs sharing their story because they're not real. But I do think sometimes, what would it mean for the church if we're less keen to speak words of hope and words of joy and just a little bit quicker to listen?